And welcome back, everybody, to God of War. This is gonna... So, in this episode, we traverse up the mountain.
And what direction is that?
It's not... I mean, it's not really an exhilarating episode, mainly just because it's travel back kind of thing. Not many... Actually, traps along the way. Fuck, how the hell did this part? Oh wait, yeah there is, because there's those fucking things. And you also... these pieces of shit. I'm trying to remember. There's still whatever the hell though, God damn. I hate the fact that I don't remember the fucking names. But... yeah... when you see like down below where the hell their little fucking like glowing legs are, just like, look at this increased speed bullshit. Yes. There is a... oh wait. Now I remember. This is where you learn about these little bastards, because there's a part coming up. I think it's either the next episode or number 15, where it is just pure, unadulterated madness in trying to do this shit right. Because that's what it is, essentially. It's just a fucking nightmare of a fight. And it just... and as of, like, late, it just keeps building and building. And there are these sections where it's like, oh, yeah, you know, we have...
I need that alchemist for something I'm stewing up for you. If you're smart, you'll find
you know, there's just like base episodes where this one has 9 deaths. That's it. That's all it has. It's just 9 deaths. There are some that total all the way up to 40.
We need to walk across the bridge to the Vanaheim Tower.
It's nuts. And it's all just because of like one mechanic, one boss fight, one...
and what direction is
just
that?
Ugh. And it sucks. It just honestly sucks. And I'm just like, why? Why did this happen? Why did I do this? Why? What are we here for? To be played like a fucking fiddle, probably. So I did learn that little big trick. Helps a lot. But, in all honesty, I don't know how that works, because... is it because they have an orange health bar? Is it because... can the yellow ones be thrown off? Even though technically the fucking golems can when you, well, when you stun them. You can throw them off. I haven't really dipped down into like, oh, what do I do for, you know, purple asshole, like right there. Can you throw him off? It's really weird. Because there are just like all these weird rules that just appear. So it's like, what do you do? I also like the fact that even if you do level them up, that those telegraph attacks are... because only the yellow ones matter, the red ones will fuck your day up. Which I hate. And then I decided to do a little bit of... oh yeah, I love that. That's out of bounds. That fucking health thing. I wanted it. Can't have it. But... yeah, I also found out, looking through what I have on my... whatchamacallit? Oh god. Through my trophies. Funny enough, there could be a strong, like... oh yeah, that's right, these fucking portal things. Funny enough, that isn't part of the trophies. I think. I don't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, that's not... doing those like fucking portal trials or whatever the hell you want to call them aren't part of it. There's another thing that is a part of it.
Magic is still covering those scorn poles. Saves us some time.
Shit, I don't remember which one there is, because I'm like missing 12, I think. 12 or 13. There's like an odd number of like whatchamacallit, trophies I'm missing. 2 of them, actually one of them, which is a hidden trophy, I had no fucking clue about. Like I don't understand like what it means and whatnot.
Boy.
And it had something to do with the fucking Circle of 9, which is slightly weird because
This is good to know.
What the hell is it? Fuck. What the hell's the name of that godforsaken... Not Muspelheim. Niflheim? No. Whatever the hell the other name of that place is. The fucking, the one with the deadly fog and whatnot. That one I still have to do. That one's gonna be real fucking fun. Yeah, let's put a timed event gimmick in a game. Fucking arbitrary rules. Because that's literally what they are. Even though I've been using the word arbitrary wrong for so fucking long. But the fun part is that how you can bullshit that how you can bullshit it into being like, oh yeah, you know, the game's 40 hours. The reason why it's 40 hours is because of essentially backtracking and
also remember to breathe.
Like two other things I'm trying to like think off the top of my head, which is like I guess backtracking not actually no, side quest wouldn't be a part of it. Actually in some regards it would be backtracking, but only if like also this part is still a bitch. Only just because I have like one of the hard things is having an answer for the dog. Wolves, whatever the hell it is. Because just there's no like clear indication they're gonna leap at you. So it's a tough thing. You can only like block. You can parry if you can time the fucking yellow circles out right, but getting a clear indicator of when they're gonna like fucking leap at you, a bitch. But anyway, going back to my point, the whole 40 hours thing is not because like, oh, you know, you do fucking, you know, it's not like a 40-hour story. And there's no like, oh yeah, you know, you're gonna fail at a couple of parts. The whole like idea of like the quote-unquote perfect run, which if anyone remembers the controversy that was with that one dude who fucking who is a ripe cunt. I won't lie. Like, all right, Sonic Forces was shit. I'm not gonna lie about that. Will not lie about that. Sonic Forces is a bad game. Well, actually, you know what? I take that back. Sonic Forces is a niche game for some people. It has nothing to do with the OCs, but it has to do with some just technical aspects. Yes, the game is short for what it's worth. And this one dude, I can't remember his fucking name, he what the hell, did he beat the game in 2 hours, I think? It's either 2 or 3 hours. I forget what the fuck the Steam whatever the hell like the Steam refund thing is, how you're supposed to get it. But yeah, he beat Sonic Forces like a speedrunner would do in 2 hours and refunded the game. And he was like bragging about how like, oh yeah, you know, it's like a really short game, you can beat it in 2 hours and then just like get your fucking money back. And so many people called him out for it, and not gonna lie, yeah, that's, you know, he's a fucking cunt move, I'll tell you that much.
That's the last of them.
So, and it really is a cunt move because, yeah, we know Sonic Forces was short. The 3 greatest Sonic games out there right now, and this is my opinion, so don't get your fucking panties all in a fucking goddamn bunch.
The card is still down there, if you don't feel like climbing.
Yeah, I also took the long way for this, but it's Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Sonic Generations, and Sonic Mania.
Guess the witch never came this way.
Those, in my opinion, are the 3 best Sonic games out there. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle has its issues. And I think also so does Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I think. I'm trying to remember. Because I know Sonic Adventure 1 isn't as much as a glitchy mess. It is fucking hilarious as hell though. And it was the my favorite part about watching the two differences between Aaron and Dan playing it against shit. I don't remember the fucking names. It's because I only remember John's name from the Runaway Guys. Was it John and me? Oh, fuck. But it's whoever, Nintendo Capri Sun.
I said no.
Proton, John, and I can't remember the other gentleman, but it's the three who run fucking the Runaway Guys, TRG. Because my favorite part about that is when you like watch the two play it, it's super fucking hilarious to watch it just go down. But the only difference between the two is that the Runaway Guys played the Dreamcast version, and Aaron and Danny played the fucking GameCube version, which was the DX Avengers cut. And the madness that ensued on the GameCube version is hilarious, because it just is fucking just out of control. I just also hope they continue more with Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, because I want to see them play. I would like to see them play it more, just so I can watch their reactions to fucking BioLizard, the final boss. It would be
will only delay us.
Right.
Fucking incredible.
Well, there's the Black Breath again.
I'd have to actually see whether or not the Runaway Guys did do Sonic Adventure 2. I think I'll look that up. But yeah, that is. I say 3 more than like say 2, only because I think 3 was.
Let us finish this.
A lot. I don't know. Because it's also tough for me to say like 2 or 3. Like I still love all the Sonic games, good or bad, except for the Bastard Child Sonic 06. Even though I've never played Colors, Lost World, and fuck, what the hell's the other one? Because one was a 3DS game and another one was Wii game? Oh, Sonic Boom, that's the other one. I haven't played that one. Sorry. I did it again, god damn it. To clarify, the fact that I actually would put Boom more on that list than I would for 06 is slightly odd in some ways. I know it sounds weird to even fucking say that. Also, me not intelligent to look right in front of me. Ta-da. I know that it sounds weird that I would actually put Boom, even though like the second, even though technically Sonic 06 is the worst game out there. Boom, I think, has its.
Mother said the Giants used to visit the Midgard Mountains before they disappeared.
What's the right word?
Disappeared.
Yeah, I guess they just up and left.
Idiocy, but it calls out.
Perhaps they returned to their home.
Jotunheim? Maybe. I wonder if the face in the mountain was a tribute to some important giant.
Actually, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't put either of those on there. Because it just occurred to me. I was as soon as I remember Barry's shenanigans, where they actually were doing the behind-the-scenes shit with Sonic 06, it just occurred to me. Oh god, yeah, those cutscenes. Those fucking cutscenes. I totally forgot about those fucking cutscenes. I guess you have to put.
The Giants did come here.
Actually, what was it like? Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric was like the worst selling Sonic game. Which is like amazing to say when Sonic 06 existed.
Back there.
Are you in a hurry?
No, but you normally are. I'm happy to keep exploring.
And it's just, you know, it's like, damn, I forgot that. Yeah, it's more as like I'm trying to like defend it. I'm like, you know what? Why even try? But I remember there were 4 Sonic games, I believe I could say with a good notion I grew up with. Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic CD. I fucking love. And I love those Sonic games so goddamn much. But I think the only other Sonic game that I didn't actually play, you know, years later, was the one on the GameCube, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Because if memory serves me right, I don't think DX came out.
Is that a deer? I don't remember stories of a giant with a deer head. Wonder who he is.
Oh god.
No way across. But there's a sand bowl.
Shit. Because now I'm like sitting here and thinking to myself, when did Director's Cut, the Sonic Adventure 1 come out? Did that come out after 2 Battle? Because I remember my friend, he had a copy of Sonic Adventure 2, and the fucking hype we were doing there, that game, beating BioLizard and like trying to fucking do it was, oh god, it was crazy, because we were trying to get fucking Green Hill Zone. And I'll be honest, what I hate the most from that game, fucking driving scenario, that was shit, man. That was like legitimately shit. Oh god. 'Cause it was like you have to beat the time, then you gotta beat, you know, don't hit any walls. Like what the fuck? It was just pure madness. But I like it, that's the thing. Like that game. But even then, like, we did it. We got all 120 emblems. We fucking got to play Green Hill Zone, and it was... No, that's trash.
Our enemies are strong.
So, yeah. I like, what the hell is it? And then it was Dreamcast, then... And that was that. I'm like trying to remember where the downfall came with Sonic. Because I played only one of the advanced games. Oh shit, I totally forgot about those, the handhelds. Because I had Sonic Advance 1. I would have liked to have 2, 3, and Sonic Battle. Even though that really didn't matter much. Never played Sonic 4. I've heard bad.
Is that sap? In a cave? Weird.
What the hell is it? I didn't play Sonic 4. I have them.
Oh, how do you think that got up there?
I know that they're kind of like... how was it? Mechanically bad, I think? There is one that's like mechanically bad. I know 06 is that, but I think there are others out there that are.
This place must have been a bunch of giants.
Boy.
It's like they're testing us.
I also... And for the record...
Okay.
Because I do also, as I'm being reminded of someone else who actually did play Sonic the Hedgehog episode, Sonic the Hedgehog 4 episode 1 in those stupid games. I also feel like I need to defend that.
Is it the answer?
I like the
Freedom. Sure, that
I like the music of Sonic. Always have, always will, because it holds a special place in my heart. Because those are one of the few games I play when I was like 7, 8, you know, that type of shit. I also don't know why the hell they just didn't let you have a prompt to be like, yeah.
Go ahead.
Sure.
So it was like really weird. So I don't know if I had to like wait it out or do whatever the hell it was, but it was super weird. Anyway, back to fucking talking about Sonic. I didn't play, like, I played a lot of Sonic games. I played a lot of fucking Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, like, I played a lot of those games. Like, one of my big games I played actually was a fucking, shump, the shoot-em-up things. You know, like, Raiden? Is it Raiden 2? Which is the other one that was on the Super Nintendo? Oh, yeah, I also forgot I played a lot of Nintendo as well. But anyway, playing all that those types of games, you know, and shit, like, I played Fire Shark. Fire Shark just is one of my favorite fucking shumps out there. Like, legitimately, it's one of my... It's an old-timey, like, favorite shoot-'em-up of mine. But it's like the only one that I really put like
Guess we have to go down and go up.
effort into playing, so to speak. Kind of deal. Like,
These passages.
I know like there's Toho and whatnot, and Toho is like this really big thing in Japan.
Oh.
You know, for its like fucking you know, like the goddamn Toho extreme difficulties and
Mom
whatnot.
always said you never took an interest in history. Giants are just a race, like elves and Holgerfolk. It doesn't mean they're big.
What of the world serpent?
Okay, in that case, giant also means big. But there's only one of them.
It's cool, it's kid. You know, so I've always had like this big thing between like how much I've played so many years ago, playing all those games and whatnot, and I enjoy them. Like, I'll never like, I mean, like, because I grew up with fucking the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and you know the Sega Genesis and the Sega CD. I don't fucking, you know, go around being like, oh, these graphics are shit. I'm just sitting here just like, god damn, why the hell, you know, playing like some games. I'm just like, fuck. I remember trying to beat these games like Zenus or whatever the fuck it's called. It's a really weird game that starts with an X that was on the Nintendo, and I remember trying to beat and play that game, let alone beat it. And it was like, I'm like, oh my god, that game was just like, I remember playing the shit out of this when I was a kid and trying to fucking beat it. But I also remember like
We keep moving.
back then playing fucking Mega Man 2. And we had one, and I think we had 3 too. And like shit like Track and Field 2. What else was there? Oh my god, that's like a bunch of games I'm like trying to remember that me and my brother used to play a lot of. And it's always that's always how it's been. Personal favorite of mine from that old era was definitely fucking playing it. Oh man. And also like, actually it was weird too, like playing the Super Nintendo, there weren't that many games I played on that. Super Ghosts and Ghouls, yeah. Fucking, damn, like I can't remember much of my childhood. I think Castlevania was one of them. Actually, funny enough, we did have the two Castlevanias. We didn't have Dracula's Curse. I think it was number 3. But yeah, we did have. I think we had Snake's Revenge. We didn't have the original Metal Gear. But we also had like a weird amount of games on that fucking system. I know we had both the Zeldas. We had, but see, we're cool like that because we have the gold. We have the gold cartridges for Legend of Zelda and the Adventures of Link, which was Zelda 2. And another. How does it feel like I've gone way the fuck off topic of talking about like Sonic games and whatnot? Just being like reminded of like my childhood and whatnot. But for the most part, like, yeah, I mean, there's fucking great games out there, man. So that's like why I would be like, oh yeah, you know, if we play these old games, I'm not gonna be like, the graphics are shit. No. I'm gonna be like, damn, why the hell didn't I have this as a kid? Like, fuck. I know there aren't that many fucking games out there that I could say that about. You damn well try. I know, for the most part. I'm trying to remember like all the. Man, I have some fucking weird games. I remember one game that always scared me as a kid was fucking Prince of Persia. And the only reason why it ever scared me was the sound of the prince. I don't remember his fucking name, but the prince was like the sound of the prince like hitting, or no, falling, excuse me. The sound of the prince falling and hitting the ground sort of deal. That like sound scared me as a kid. Like I hated that sound. Just a tunk. It wasn't necessarily like him dying. It was just that bang sound. Just fucking repeat the hell out of it. I don't know what the like to remember too, but I remember we had Street Fighter, we had Final Fight, we had Fatal Fury. Where my Terry representation comes from, because I fucking love that. Terry and Andy too. Joe, I really can't say much about. I was never a Joe guy. Just hilarious to say the least. What the hell is it? The thing that also makes it like funny too in this sense is that we didn't have like, I think well, to put it like in some like idea, like all these games that we did have when we were back then with me, the reason why we had most of those games was because my oldest brother, I think it was at the time of my when me and my other brother were in New York, the reason why we got like all these cool ass, you know, fucking games and whatnot was because he got a discount on from Toys R Us where he used to work, and we had like, off the top of my head I remember we had at least like 46 Nintendo cartridges and about like maybe 30 Super Nintendo cartridges, and give or take maybe about 14, 15 Sega Genesis games with maybe about like 6 Sega CD games. And then we go up to like the PlayStation 1 when my brother got it. I forget how the hell he got it. I know there was like, but we had the PlayStation 1, we had the Nintendo, we had the Sega Dreamcast, and me and my brother, we were playing that shit. We actually did not own 3DO, Sega Saturn, or a Neo Geo. We didn't own any of those things. Oh yeah, we also made the Axles. I hated it. But I know these guys, as soon as you can figure out their fucking pattern, they are a walk in the park. I don't know why the hell like that is, but just like the way how the Axe guys fight are just really weird. But funny enough too, like we also shared a bunch of like games with my brother as well when me and him with my nephew were playing like games like that, like Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong Country 2. There was at that one time. There was also a game that I remember playing on this channel, which was Lagoon, and I played Lagoon. I fucking love Lagoon. Me and my brother could not beat it. I finally have, and I feel proud. But that was more just like a personal challenge, because we never beat that game. Like 22 years ago, I want to say.
Almost ready.
I still also remember my brother. I remember waking up one day and my brother, damned if be and damned if not, trying to beat fucking Supreme Warrior on the Sega CD. Jesus Christ. Who the hell... I don't remember that game, but I will tell you this right here, right now. If I could if there were games that I could remake, Eternal Champions Challenge of the Dark Side would be one of them. Supreme Warrior would be another one. Super Shark, give or take, maybe. I don't know. Super Shark is a weird game. Another weird Sega CD game I would love to be able to be like, yeah, I would love to remake this. I can't remember much. Those are like the 3 games I remember just playing. Was like Sewer Shark, Sega, Sonic CD, and Supreme Warrior. I just can't remember anything else. And I know there has to be more because I remember we had Sega CD games. Oh, that's right. We had the fucking demo disc that had Streets of Rage, Columbus, Shinobi, and what the fuck was the other game? Oh, now I remember. Okay, yeah, we did have more games because I just reminded myself. There was the, you wanna know, like, something really weird that was also funny, like, way back when, because, like, a lot of these things are talking about, like, visual novels and whatnot, we are reminded of the fact that back in the 90s, we had games like Space Quest, The Adventure of Monkey Island and whatnot, Full Throttle, all those games. But the thing that makes me laugh the most about that was the fact that there was also a game, I believe, that was called Rise of the Dragon? Something of the Dragon, and there was this film noir game that was on the Sega CD. I remember my brother playing the shit out of that. And it was crazy. I forgot about that game, and there was also, there had to be one other one I can't remember off the top of my head, but I do remember there was like something Rise of the Dragon or something like that. But it's also weird too, we didn't have games like Snatcher, which I think was like one of the other like weird type of like Metal Gear games. Because we had fucking, my brother did buy Metal Gear Solid. And it was also funny too, like, how do you combat in fucking piracy? You fucking put the goddamn Meryl Sylvanok? Oh god, I forgot her actual name. But you put Meryl's fucking Kodak number on the back of the goddamn cartridge, or on the back of the fucking game. It was probably one of the greatest ideas I will ever remember from that game. And it will always make me laugh about how that game played. But yeah, I remember that. And we had Tekken, we had... I remember I was always renting fucking Resident Evil. Which was funny because we actually had Resident Evil 1. We had the demo disc on the PC, and we could play it.
How was that?
Like, legitimately, we could play it. And there was also, like, a bunch of other, like, weird, like, 3D FX graphic games that we had. Like, FX Fire. That was a funny one, too. But anyway, in the next episode, we'll talk more about, you know, the weirdness of my childhood and whatnot. And all, like, the fun games about it. So, remember to always stay alpha, always play your games on the hardest difficulty, and I will see you in the next episode of God of War's Psycho Challenge. Peace out, y'all.
Huh. Neat.